Could you help me with two questions? Okay. So the first questions, could you tell me what is your biggest letdown? So maybe one day something let you down and yeah, so you feel very disappointed. What is it? Mm, yeah, that's a very tough question because I go through many failures. So I failed some exams, and I guess the biggest one was when I quit my last job. And at that time, I got really, really little money, and I needed to pay for a lot of things. For example, my daughter's school fee. So I was very, very nervous, very worried, and I was very afraid because it's very hard to get a good job. And yeah, I wrote several application forms and sent them to different companies, but I got very few responses from them. So I think it was a real flop. So could you tell me, how can you cope with this? How can you overcome it? So I think as first, when you get troubles, you can turn to your family or your friends, and yeah, they can give you very, very useful advice. And I think besides, you have to be confident, so you need to believe in yourself. And I always think that never say never, so I try to keep moving forward. And I think you should keep smiling even though you are facing with a lot of difficulties. And then I wrote my CV again, so I started over doing it. And yeah, eventually I found out the best way. So yeah, before that I got several interviews and all found, but now, so I wrote my CV again, so I passed the interview, and now I think everything is fine. So I think I did it. It was to me. So when you think maybe you can do anything. So thank you, sir. Have a nice day. So you see that nowadays you have to face with a lot of barriers, a lot of obstacles, and maybe somehow you don't know how to deal with this. But actually, if you keep smiling, if you always think about the better future, and you never want to give up doing the better things, so eventually you can get what you want. But actually, don't kneel down. Don't let your life hit you down. You have to fight against your difficulties. And now, so let's hear the foreigners talking about these problems and how can they answer two kinds of questions. Let's see it.
Let down.
Ask again, sorry.
What is your biggest let down? There's something let you down.
What do you think that's let us down the most?
Okay.
I don't think I've been let down that badly. You?
No, it's all been very good.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
So maybe if something let you down, how can you cope with this?
With the help of God.
Sorry?
With the help of God.
With the help from God.
So we believe in God and Jesus. We are Christian.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Why are you doing a project
Yes.
Yes, okay.
for or for?
Yeah, for English learning, but we study about cultures.
Okay.
Thank you a lot. So cute, baby.
Yeah.
Hello, baby.
Say if we're let down, God helps us, doesn't He?
I don't understand that.
It means it's disappointment.
What is
What is
your
your-
disappointment?
Or disappointment.
Yes.
About what?
About being here.
Everything in your life.
Everything in your
Nothing
life.
like
I don't think I could. I don't have
Enjoy
any.
life.
Yes.
No disappointments at all.
Failed a test or failed an interview, something like that.
No, it's not a disappointment.
Good. So everything fine.
Everything is
Yeah.
dandy.
Yeah. And how about the life here? So in this city?
We just came today, so
Yeah.
so far so good. We love it. We enjoy it. But we've only been here for 2 hours.
So do you want to give us some advice if maybe someone goes down? So how can they cope with this?
If someone goes where?
Goes down?
Goes down.
Yeah. What is the best way to keep moving forward?
Be with their friends and family and yeah.
Yeah, so turn to families
Yeah.
and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you a lot for your help.
You will.
Get down.
My what?
What? What is your biggest letdown?
What is your what is your big leg down? What is your big leg down?
This leg down?
Yes. Big disappointment.
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 I think I don't get the question.
So what is your biggest disappointment?
My biggest disappointment.
Yeah.
I think my biggest disappointment is like people in the world that are trying to force the war. For example, Syria. It's really bad at the moment. We should stop it and just live in a peaceful world. That's my biggest disappointment in the world, I think. Is that what you're searching for?
So how can you overcome this? So how can you cope with this? So when you get a big disappointment,
What, me?
yeah. So how can you overcome, how can you cope with your appointments?
Disappointment, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you
Uh,
cope with this?
I just live with it because I'm like from a country where there's no war, so for me it's not that bad. But I know people in the world, they are like suffering from the war, so I feel bad for them. But I think it's really difficult because there's nothing you can do as an individual. But if we spread the word and just realize that it's bad and they should stop it, then it should be okay in the end.
So if you got power in your hand, so what you do to stop wars?
What I would do to stop wars?
Yes.
Just I think it's not something you can just stop. It's not as an individual, like I said. Like the whole nation needs to know, just stop it, and it's not not like something you can do as an individual.
Yeah. So thank you for your help.
Biscuit let down. It means that something let you down.
What? I don't understand.
What is the biscuit let down? What is your disappointment?
My
Yes. My disappointment.
my disappointment.
Yes.
The motorbikes
Okay.
on the sidewalk.
Okay.
No good.
Not good. and
The sidewalk for the feet, street for the wheels. Okay. Okay. Next question.
so how can you overcome this?
So how
Oh,
can you cope with this?
I can't. I get stressed, huh? I hear motorbike, whoom. No good. On the street, okay, but on the here, no good.
So do you get used to it?
No. It's dangerous.
Thank you a lot.
Thank
for
you
your help.
for
Thank
your
you.
help.
What question?
It let down. This means that something let you down.
Here,
Yes.
the thing that is most different from my country, or I don't understand. Sorry, I don't. Can you repeat the question?
What is your biscuit make you let down?
Biggest disappointment.
Okay.
Ah.
Disappointment here
Yes. Or in your life.
in my
something like
life.
that.
Oh, it's
Or
pretty
deep-
intense question.
Uh,
Wow, it's complicated. Disappointed of. I think I don't have any disappointing here. Maybe to not speak English enough or to not knowing
Yeah.
Vietnamese enough. Because we are working in a French company and so we are speaking French all the time. And we only have three Vietnamese colleagues and
Yeah, and when we hang out, when we go to nightclubs and something like that, you don't really meet Vietnamese. You are only with English, Danish, etc. And so
well, you can meet them but you have the barrier language, which is very
yeah,
important.
and there are a few. So yeah.
So language is a big problem. How can you cope with this?
Yeah, and maybe we are not enough open-minded to come and meet the Vietnamese. Maybe, yeah.
Right. Okay, thank you for your help.
Thank you.
What is the big let down? What let you down?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What is your big disappointment?
I
Maybe something can let you down.
something that lets
Yeah,
me down.
disappoint you.
Hmm. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know how to answer that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Down.
Pardon?
What is your biscuit let down? It means the something let you down.
Our biggest letdown.
Oh, let down.
Oh, pretty girls.
Pretty girls.
Okay, so, the second question is how can you overcome this?
How can you cope with pretty girls?
Yeah. Just, I suppose, not talking to them anymore, except you.
Okay, thank
Good
you.
job.
That's it.